Leadership comes from people who can gain confidence and respect from others. It can also be defined as an individual's ability to make decisions for a group of people as well as inspiring them to perform well. In other words, leadership is a process of directing the behaviors of others towards achieving a common goal by obtaining results through the unique abilities of others. In fact, there are 5 different types of leadership styles. For instance, laissez-faire, autocratic, participative, transactional, and transformational. Having said that, within the movie Coach Carter, one can see a combination of leadership styles, transactional and transformational. Transactional leadership style consists of the reward and punishment concept. For instance, if the group members were to put in their best efforts into achieving the goal, they would be rewarded. In contrast, when the group members fail to achieve the goal, they undergo some sort of punishment. Whereas for the transformational leadership style, the leader has the ability to influence the group members' perceptions. And not only that, but this style is able to reap in greater benefits from each individual through interpersonal communication among one another. Additionally, the tight bond that's formed between the leaders and the group members ends up creating a healthy organizational culture.
Kenny Ray Carter is a business owner who previously played for the basketball team Richmond Oilers and eventually graduated from Richmond High School. Until a certain point in his life, he became a basketball coach for the Richmond Oilers. He became the coach when the Richmond Oilers were in a bind and was in a consecutive loss streak within the high school basketball league, in which consequently he earned the title Coach Carter. Carter was raised in a strict environment with the philosophy that academic performance alongside with athletic performance would grant them access to college and other great opportunities in life.
Next, I would like to proceed our presentation with a summary that shows leadership in Coach Carter. Well, due to Coach Carter's exposure to the philosophy where outstanding academic and athletic performance grants rare rewards, he does share his insight to the philosophy as an expert towards the Richmond Oilers. Initially, all the team members were very rude and disrespectful towards Coach Carter and especially towards one another. Then, in order to tackle the issue, Coach Carter decided to show strictness as well as professionalism by providing all the team members a contract for them to sign and obey. And basically, the contract requires all the members to attend all classes, wear uniform, and most importantly, to respect everyone, no matter the circumstances. Another approach that used by Coach Carter to make the team well-mannered, he then addresses the team members with sir and requires them to refer him also as a sir. By doing so, a boundary is set with the title sir as a term of respect. As a matter of fact, once the player begins to abuse his respect, they will be withdrawn from the Richmond Oilers, and similarly, respect was not only applied between him and the team members, but also to the opposite team during their game nights. In correspondence to the powerful message, Coach Carter also stated that when you act like the winners, play like winners, then you will be the winners. That's all for me, thank you.
Starting today, you will play like winners, act like winners, and most importantly, you will be winners. If you listen and learn, you will win basketball games. And gentlemen, winning in here is the key to winning out there. This contract states that you will maintain a 2.3 grade point average. You will attend all your classes, and you will sit in the front row of those classes.
Yo, this a country-ass nigga, dog.
Excuse me, did you say something, sir?
Worm was wondering, are you some country church nigga with your tie on and all that?
Right.
That's what you trying to say, right?
And what is your name, sir?
I'm Timo Cruz, sir.
Well, Mr. Cruz and Mr. Worm, what you should both know is we treat ourselves with respect. We don't use the word nigga.
Are you some preacher man or some shit? Because God ain't gonna do you no good in this neighborhood.
Oh, I live in this neighborhood, sir.
Sir, can you believe this uppity Negro? Sir.
Okay, Mr. Cruz. Leave the gym right now.
For what?
I'll ask you one last time to leave the gym before I help you leave.
Before you what? Do you even know who I am?
From what I can see, a very confused and scared young man.
Scared of who? Scared of you? I'm supposed to be scared of you? Nigga, I ain't scared of nobody. I would lay your ass out.
I don't think so.
Go on, get off me. Teachers ain't supposed to touch students.
I'm not a teacher. I'm the new basketball coach.
This ain't over.
Coach Carter may have showed strictness towards the players at first, especially with the rules of the contract and his harsh training towards the players. However, while looking at a different perspective, he genuinely believes that the team could change and become ideal student athletes, primarily because the Richmond High School did not have a high rate of graduates, causing the players' mindset to be corrupted, thinking that college is not that important. As a means to change and influence the corrupt mindset of his players, he engaged with the players' parents, teachers, and classmates. Even with the role of a basketball team coach, he goes out his way to fix the wrong mentality of the school and its bodies. On top of that, Coach Carter reveals the players' potential as student athletes, allowing them to fully reflect on themselves as a person presently, especially in terms of academics. Eventually, Coach Carter made a promise for his team that he will do everything in his power to help them achieve their dreams and lead to a better life. When said, the players begin to envision Coach Carter's real goal, which is to make an enormous progress and becoming a better version of themselves, in which would turn them from high school boys to men, even when they are just teenagers.
Well, let me tell you what I see. I see a system that's designed for you to fail. Now, I know you all like stats, so let me give you some. Richmond High only graduates 50% of its students. And of those that do graduate, only 6% go to college. Which tells me when I walk down these halls and I look in your classrooms, maybe only one student is going to go to college. Well, damn, Coach Carter, if I ain't going to college, where am I gonna go? Now, that's a great question. And the answer for young African-American men in here is this: probably to prison. In this county, 33% of black males between 18 and 24 get arrested. So look at the guy on your left. Now look at the guy on your right. One of you is going to get arrested. Growing up here in Richmond, you're 80% more likely to go to prison than college. Those are the numbers. Those are some stats for your ass. Now I want you to go home and look at your lives tonight. Look at your parents' lives. And ask yourself, do I want better? If the answer is yes, I'll see you here tomorrow. And I promise you, I will do everything in my power to get you to college and to a better life.
However, when one of the athletes do not achieve the academic requirements of reaching 2.3 grade point average, the whole team reaps the consequences. And since the students at Richmond High School did not academically perform, it would also mean the same for the student athletes. Hence, Coach Carter set a motion to look at the basketball gym, preventing the players to practice and play during the game nights. This action resulted in a dispute among the parents, teachers, and the students at the Richmond High School. Besides that, Coach Carter's action also brought the attention of the media and reporters. The reason behind such harsh action was for the sake of his players to perform well academically. The team ended up bonding and supporting one another to achieve their goal of maintaining the required grade point average as stated within the contract. Additionally, this was the only time when they have bonded as a team. When Timo Cruz has decided to come back to the team, Coach Carter demanded Timo to complete 2,500 push-ups and exercises of 1,000 a running exercise in a week. Coach Carter also pressures Timo by reminding him that the task is impossible to be completed.
Little did Coach Carter know that his words brought encouragement towards Timo to complete the impossible task. In the end, Timo was not able to complete the task and was then told to leave the gym. Surprisingly, the team members remembered Coach Carter's word. There needs to be teamwork in a team sport. Those words appeared to have influenced the players, causing them to help out Timo to complete the impossible task as a team.
Clyde. Mr. Cruz, I'm impressed with what you've done, but you came up short. You owe me 80 suicides and 500 push-ups. Please leave my gym. Thanks, Clyde. Gentlemen, see you tomorrow.
I'll do push-ups for him. You said we're a team. One person struggles and we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph, right?
I'll do some. I'll run suicides too.
I'll do some too.
Besides bringing the players down with his harsh words, he jots down the players' mistakes during their game nights instead of the accomplishments. This helps the players to understand and review their plays instead of comparing with one another who did the best job among the team. Effectively, as a coach with the expert power, he teaches the players different types of tactics through stories. Such actions display that he understands that the players require a much easier and fun method of teaching in order for the players to comprehend and differentiate the type of tactics. From the get-go, Coach Carter emits an aura of an inspiring transformational leader. At the same time, he also displays a transactional leadership style to some extent. If the players were to be disrespectful, he would then punish the players through rigorous exercises and impossible tasks. Whereas if they were able to go through the rigorous tasks, he will reward them by allowing the players to play during the game night. Simply put, the players will have to earn every minute of their playtime on the court. Besides the harsh punishments towards the players, he also considered the fact that each player has the potential to go past their limits. Another look at Coach Carter's transactional leadership style, there was another rule that was mentioned in the contract provided to the players. If the players were ever to be late to practice, they will complete a harsh training exercise. If they were to also give attitude towards Coach Carter, they will do push-ups, and I quote, "Either push-up or shut up." Additionally, as mentioned before, Coach Carter locked up the gym as a punishment for not achieving the minimum grade point average. Nevertheless, Coach Carter then rewarded them by opening up the gym and treating them with a much higher respect compared to their first encounter.
So, within the movie, there were three major lessons that seemed to appear consistently throughout the whole plot. From the very first moment, the movie displayed the importance of leadership as well as education. The probability of the players becoming a professional basketball player and an excelling student was especially slim before the arrival of Coach Carter. Hence, when Coach Carter became the coach for the Richmond Oilers, not only did he force them to show respect and concentrate on their studies, but also forced the players to train harder than before. Coach Carter even went as far as locking down the gym since his players did not meet the required conditions that was set within the contract. Another major lesson was teamwork. Yet, after Timo Cruz decided to rejoin the Richmond Oilers, he was assigned an impossible task, and when fails to do so within the time given, he was told that he will not be able to be accepted back into the team. However, his teammates volunteered to help him and finish the task for the sake of allowing him back into the team and play together. Finally, a lesson that was broadcasted throughout the whole film was that respect goes both ways. It was obvious that they did not see eye to eye, but they soon understood the value of showing respect. Moreover, respect is given and earned. If they were to respect others first, they will soon receive the same response in which they have given before.
In conclusion, one could see the combination of transactional and transformational leadership style made by Coach Carter. His leadership had great impacts towards his players, both academically and physically. In the end, majority of the players learned their valuable lesson, including earning themselves scholarships to renowned universities in California. His method might have been a bit harsh and ruthless, yet it was merely a performance that was required to be shown towards the player in order to influence their false perceptions. In the end, they reached their goals as a team, and it's a win-win situation for both of them.